4.5 to 4.6% decimal. I can convert between decimals and fractions.
Thank you, Noel. The expectation is that you will be able to convert between percent, decimals, and fractions from any one way to any other way when it comes to this. What is true about fractions, decimals, and percents? What is true about them? Somebody, what is true? They're all part of a whole. They are all the exact same thing, right?
Yeah.
They just look different.
Yeah.
Okay, exact same thing. So like me and Jack Cook, we're both good looking. We just look different, right? But same thing, good looking, right, Jack? You and I, good looking, but we just look different, right? Just say yes, Jack. Or you don't think I'm good looking? Thanks, Jack. Appreciate it. Fractions and decimals. What is the process, everybody? Whoa, my video or your video? I'm on number 2. I said fractions and decimals and I had 2 people answer the question. Okay, you should be paying attention or I'm not making these. I'll find another video for you to do which will be way more or less fun. Fractions and decimals, what's the process?
Divide.
Divide. Okay, because a fraction is a
Decimal.
A fraction is a decimal. Does that make sense to you?
No.
A fraction is what? A what? It's a division problem, right? Okay, we need to get our brains on here. Okay, this is stuff I say all the time. You should be able to follow along with me here. Fraction to percent. The process is you divide the fraction, then you multiply by
100.
So if you have a fraction, to get to a percent, you need to get to a decimal, and then you multiply it by 100. The second way of doing that is to set up a
Proportion.
Okay, if you set up a proportion, we give you the fraction. You determine the percent because percents are based on a what number?
100.
100. So your unknown would be whatever it is out of 100. Okay? Number 3, to go from a decimal to a fraction, you simply read the decimal, and then you have to read the decimal with what in it? You have to read it with place value. That should be a really easy one for you. Decimal to percent, you do what? Multiply the decimal by 100, then obviously you can't forget the percent sign. So if you go from a decimal to percent, multiply by 100, how do you go from a percent to a decimal? So these guys right here are opposites, right?
Yes.
Okay, so all you gotta do is remember one and you should know the other one. Okay, if you're going from a decimal to percent, multiply by 100. Percent to decimal, divide by 100. Number 7 is it is the hardest one. When you are going from a percent to a fraction, you are going to read this guy right here, 23%, as 23 per 100, right?
Yeah.
So this percent sign is not a percent sign anymore. It is 23 per 100. And then if you have something like 2.3%, you would read it as 2.3 per 100, but can you have a decimal in a fraction?
No.
No, so how do we get rid of the decimal?
Move it over.
You move it over, which is technically doing what?
Multiply by 10.
And if you multiply the top by 10, you must multiply the bottom by
10.
and 100 now becomes
1,000.
And then number 8 would be Renat's score on her test, which was a really good score. 2 ways to do it. Because we are giving you a fraction, you need to go to a percent, right?
Yeah.
So you go to the fraction percent process, and we said there were 2 things you could do. You could divide to get a decimal, and then take that decimal and multiply it by
100.
100. Or you could set up a proportion. If she got 40 out of 44, that is equal to this percent out of 100. Questions?